anime debates. We don't usually debate and argue a lot here about content.
Unless it's
JJK.
JJK.
We argue, I don't know.
We argue about JJK a lot.
We yell at Danny a lot.
That's also true. But that's music related, though. I'm not good with music.
Yeah.
They
It's
taught
not
me
even a
who- they
debate.
taught
We
me
just
who Usher
educate
was.
you.
He didn't know who Usher
Yeah, he called
was.
Usher a rapper.
Ooh, I mean,
He's like,
ooh, I could pick him out of a lineup though, but like,
Now?
no, I always
I don't
was
think
able to pick him out of a
don't believe
lineup.
that.
Liar.
So like the Super Bowl halftime, like you didn't want like you.
This was before
Now.
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
now we
This
know.
was like a month before that he did.
And we were like,
Okay.
Usher, and he was like, who's the rapper? We said, what?
Money? So
So-
let's talk big three. I've always had this question and always wondering it because I feel like everybody kind of debates about it, right? And even though you haven't watched any of the big
them.
three, but I'm sure
So start with who you think the big three is.
No, it's not who we think.
C-
It's a fact.
Follow.
this is the part of the conversation. Here we go.
Exactly.
So, for people watching this, the big three is 3 series: Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece that released in the late 90s. And the reason why it's called the big three is because those are the 3 series that catapulted anime during that time
Mid
into
2000s.
mainstream popularity for the most part. Those were just the most popular series that Shonen Jump was pushing, and it's and Dragon Ball's not in it because Dragon Ball came out in the
Before.
80s.
Yeah, long before.
And then everything else is basically the son of those 3 series, right? Everything people love now all came out after. So this is what put everything into mainstream. People either pick one show to be in, 2, and if you had a lot of time and you was just that guy, maybe you watched all 3. I picked one at the time, and mine was Naruto. I got into Naruto first before I even touched One Piece of Bleach. But that is the big 3. But I know that some people just like to use the term big 3 and put their favorite 3. That's your favorite 3. They ain't the big 3.
Mhm.
So that's what that is there. So how do you usually process the big 3, I guess, given that you don't watch none of them?
I ignore them because I'm like,
You ignore them?
because
They're
in
so
the terms
integral
like,
to the culture.
I mean, yeah, they're great to the culture, but like when someone's like, "Oh, you seen the big 3?" I'm like, "No, I haven't seen any of them." So
Yeah.
it's like,
Well, I don't mean in the sense of like not like seeing it, but I guess as a concept or as an idea overall.
I understand. I just always hear everyone debating over it, whether it's like I know one of the big debates is like, should DBZ technically be in there because it's like one of the big ones that catapulted as well. But like you said, like DBZ basically was the father of
it's a whole
those.
it's a whole
Exactly.
different
It's a
generation.
different category.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it's the same thing with Sailor Moon. Like I definitely think Sailor Moon, DBZ, and I don't even know what the third one would be at this point because from my knowledge, it was just those 2 were the big ones, and then everything else came after. So for you to say like, okay, those 3 are the big 3, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
You know.
So what's your usual thought? Like I feel like usually people always go back and forth. So how do you feel about the concept of the big 3 overall? What do you think?
I mean, I agree with everything you just said.
Yeah.
You know, it's One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. There should really be no debate outside of that.
Why do you think people debate it though?
Because I think it's what you said. You know, people like they have their favorites. You know, they have their
Mhm.
biases. So like they're trying to squeeze an anime in there, and then obviously Bleach being on a 10-year hiatus did not help its case. So
Yeah.
a lot of people like to slight Bleach, but right now Bleach is back up. 1,000-Year Blood War is going crazy. So you know, yeah, it's clear. It's clear what the big 3 are.
What about you, Danny?
Yeah, I mean the big 3 definitely had a big impact on my life growing up in like the mid 2000s. I was definitely one of those people that was watching and reading all 3 of them as they were coming out: Bleach, One Piece, Naruto. One Piece was not popular at all growing up. Nobody watched or read One Piece. When you were going to conventions, you were either dressing up as a Shinigami from Bleach or as a ninja from Naruto. Those were like the 2, especially over here in the West. No one really cared about One Piece.
Yeah.
Really?
Facts.
You think
No
so?
one cared about
Oh,
One
we
Piece.
know so. Yeah.
It was
I don't know.
Naruto's always been more popular than
Always.
Bleach here in the States.
Yeah.
Well, in the
Well,
world.
then Bleach? No, I think Naruto Shippuden overcame Bleach, but Bleach and Naruto were always head to head, in my opinion.
I don't
At conventions,
think so.
people were always wearing
What
black.
convention?
I was like, what are you talking about
Bro, I'm talking
conventions?
about the internet culture at the time. Everyone was dressed up as
Bro, been to
Shinigami.
one convention like 2011. He's saying
Yeah,
conventions.
he's never really been to
I got a
one before.
computer. I can see pictures.
Okay.
What were you gonna say? That you were
I
gonna say
don't
something.
know.
no. I was just gonna piggyback off that One Piece point because of what 4Kids TV.
I was gonna
did
say,
to
even
One
I
Piece.
loved the One Piece. Like, listen, I might not have watched it, but the hi ho, like
Dreaming.
Yeah.
I loved it. I used to jam
Yeah.
to it. Like the 4Kids theme songs, that was like huge. I had all of them like saved on my like what is the brick phone? The Nokia phone. I had them saved on my ringtones.
That opening was fire.
Yeah.
But what they did to the anime though is terrible.
Yeah, bro, they was replacing. Your boy Sanji was sucking on a lollipop.
Lollipop.
They
They changed. They literally
changed
like
a gun to a boot.
they changed but they actually changed like the entire story.
Yeah.
Like they.
Oh wow, really?
Yes, like it wasn't even like One Piece itself. That's like when you actually watch like Funimation dub. If you want to watch One Piece in dub, like you watch Funimation dub One Piece, like you're actually getting One Piece.
Wow.
And people didn't really realize that until like years later. And then that's the reason why One Piece started blowing up recently in COVID, because a lot of people were like, you know what, it's the pandemic.
Stuck in the
I have time to watch this anime or read the manga, and like One Piece is like went all the way up,
Skyrocketing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely, because even I think in 2021 they released like a list of like the most watched shows that year, and that's all across all things. It wasn't even just an anime conversation.
Yeah.
Stranger Things was on there, The Office was on there, all these shows that people put hours into it, and One Piece was over all of those.
Wow,
So
impressive.
like that was the time everybody chose to get into it. But
Yeah.
like you said, back then though,
Because no one
One
got
Piece
time
was
to watch
never-
1,000 episodes besides if
people
you're
have
locked in.
time to watch 1,000 episodes. It's fine if you don't want to. You have time. We all have time. We watch a lot of other dumb shit. Let's not act like anime ain't 18 minutes. If you can watch 7 seasons of an hour-long show or Game of Thrones, you can watch One Piece.
But that's different because it's like over 10 years releasing versus
One Piece
like,
has been out for over 20.
exactly
25.
Exactly. It's too
yeah,
long.
it's the same. It's the same thing.
Something like Game of
Anyways.
Thrones, Grey's,
You watch Game of Thrones.
Grey's
Yeah.
Anatomy.
Over the span of like 5 years.
I binged it in like 2 years.
Okay, but even then, that's 2 years. I don't know. How long is it gonna take to watch One Piece?
No,
2
the
years.
real question is, how long is it going to take to read it?
Oh God, him and his reading.
Boo!
I keep trying to tell. Let's have this conversation. Let's hash this out. I
Is
want
it?
to have a conversation.
No.
No, because you're part of it too, in regards to the reading and watching culture. Like, if you had somebody that you didn't know to get into this medium as a whole, would you tell them to read something or watch it first?
Depends.
It does depend.
Like,
It depends on what anime.
individual?
Yeah.
I think it
Well, it
depends
depends
on
on
the
Well,
individual.
just period. Just getting into anime and manga.
Oh,
Like,
for the first time ever.
If they don't watch nothing, or
Oh,
read,
I would probably say watch.
I would say if they've
Yeah.
never experienced the
Seriously.
culture, it's watching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
for
say
sure.
watch first.
well, that's not what you did to Nelson.
Yeah, but Nelson watches DC stuff, and he's watched Attack on Titan, so he's not brand new to it.
That's brand new, bro. If you only watch Attack on Titan, I'm not gonna tell you to read
Yeah, that's different.
something. I hate reading, bro. I can't tell. I hate not reading like manga. I just hate reading
In
because I have a
general.
hard time putting pictures to words.
You know what it is for me? It's convenience. It's convenience sake. Like, reading is so much easier than watching. Like, you can download so many chapters on your phone through the Shonen Jump app and just read it. It takes up half the time. Watching something, you have to... Crunchyroll, yeah, you can download, but downloading things on Crunchyroll is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And sometimes you still need to have service in order to watch those downloaded episodes. And that takes time. It takes attention, especially if you're watching it subbed and not dubbed. It's a convenience thing. Reading is going to be easier. And also, you get to appreciate the mangaka's artwork, too, at the same time and see how it was originally supposed to be taken in.
But that's if you have the time to. Me personally, an issue that I used to be so big on like reading comics, like DC, Marvel, all this kind of stuff, and just having the time to read the graphics. But if you don't have the time, like I personally, I can read now. I drive a lot. I drive a lot. So I've switched over from reading stories to putting my stories into audio readers so I can listen to them.
Yeah.
But I don't have the time anymore to sit and read the manga the way I used to. Just convenience sake, because I'm like, if I have time, I'm gonna catch up on my shows and kind of stuff like that. And I read so much, but it's like, I read the words right there real quick. So I don't know, I just find it harder I don't have the time anymore to read all the graphics like I used to and all the manga. Like, I still have the Shonen Jump app. I read My Hero, and I was reading JJK, but I'm still really behind right now.
How do you feel about this My Hero closing chapters?
I'm not caught up on the last few
Did you caught up?
I'm not caught up in the manga. That's next.
at all.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the next thing I'm getting into.
Danny.
What are we talking about?
You don't need to.
You really want to hear my thoughts?
No.
Damn.
Wait, you caught up on the manga too?
Yeah, I read it
Damn.
weekly so that I
Yeah.
know what's going on.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's just,
Okay.
it's average. It ended up being average. But if a sequel series gets announced, I'll be happy.
They just announced basically the
Epilogue.
spoilers of an epilogue, basically.
Yeah, he's
Dang,
not.
So it's on its last leg.
Yeah.
He's not ending the series as soon as like the end battle is over,
Yeah.
because what he said is like we're going back to the title.
Yeah.
It's My Hero Academia. It's not like a fighting series. Like they're going back to school pretty much.
Yeah.
And I guess that they're gonna finish whatever
They're going to
curriculum.
sophomore year finally?
I don't know. Man.
Lord
I don't know. Did you guys
knows.
see Deco's new haircut though?
Yeah.
He got a fade.
I got spoiled.
I did not see that.
They
I
gave
did
my
not see
man a
that.
fade.
Basically, his whole side was cut off, so he has like the half like shave
Are they
mohawk.
trying to make Deku black?
no.
Because
That's everyone low key.
Everyone
in the spaces kind of low key thinks that Deku's like might be mixed somewhere
is Deku Adonis?
because
Yo.
Deku
Adonis?
he confirmed. So you know how everyone like thinks Mina Ashido is black. Obviously she's pink, but like she's
Yeah,
black coded
Piccolo's
or
black,
like
too.
some kind of POC coded.
Yeah, Piccolo's black. He's green.
Exactly. So Mina's POC coded heavy, and he confirmed
Wow,
that
should be
both
breakdancing?
Deku and Mina have the same hair.
Like what do you
Like
mean by
the
that?
curls,
The
the
curls.
curls they have,
Oh.
it's the same hairstyle.
Yeah.
He's like, no, Mina and Deku have the same hair. So everyone was like,
Now your boy Deku had a whole full on.
He did. He had a fro.
I was like,
yeah, he did.
all right, Curl King.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah, I
that's
guess.
why all the I don't know if you I guess you missed all the memes where everyone was like, oh, is Deku black? Low key?
Deku is Drake's son.
He mixed. Oh no, don't do that to him.
I mean, shit.
He's
we
the
don't-
one he didn't
we
claim.
technically don't know who Deku Daddy is, so it might be Drake.
You are hiding a child. Let
You
that
are-
boy come home.
Why'd you hide your son in a manga, Drake?
Deku's dad is the biggest deadbeat in anime because we literally never saw him.
Ever.
At least in Hunter x Hunter, we saw the man.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, man. There might be some. You think differently? You think there's a worse deadbeat dad?
Naruto's dad died. Luffy's dad's a revolutionary. Fucking Ichigo's dad is probably the best dad in all of
Does
it.
Tanjiro
Right?
have a dad?
Yeah,
He died.
he
He
got-
was
he-
sick.
he died.
He
Oh,
taught
word.
him.
He
He
does
was
have a
there.
dad.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
say yeah.
I forgot all about his
I was
dad.
gonna
He
say.
taught him how to dance and everything.
Yeah, I forgot. He
Yeah.
sun breathed the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Sun breathing. I don't know what's called.
Yeah, whatever the hell.
Actually, Yusuke Urameshi's dad. No, that was a grandfather. That was like a great grandfather.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. Dads in anime though, they suck. Deku's dad's number one.
We're number one deadbeat. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he don't even exist. About that. He's like, ooh, that's a
Yeah.
hot take right there. He's
Yeah.
like, Deku has the worst father in anime? I don't know, man. You don't even exist.
I mean, wasn't
I
that
think Gon has the worst dad. The
no?
worst dad.
Isn't the
Yeah,
girl
Jing's
from
up there.
the Brothers show where that turns the girl into the dog and then mix it together?
Oh, Show Tucker?
Oh,
Yeah.
shout out.
Oh,
From Full Metal.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh,
There we go.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the worst dad, isn't it?
Okay, you're
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
he's
Okay, but he's the worst. But what about deadbeat dad? I guess
yeah,
That's
Debbie's a little
different.
different. Yeah.
that's a little different. Okay, yeah, Deku deadbeat dad number one. Let's go. Hizashi. Goodbye.
That's his name?
Hizashi. Yeah.
Who?
No.
When the fuck did we find
Deku's
that out?
dad?
Isn't
Deku's
it?
dad name is Hizashi?
No, I'm lying. That's Present Mike. It's something with the H though.
Hmm.
You know Present Mike's father's name?
No, Present Mike's name is Hizashi.
I didn't even
Oh.
know President Mike's name was Hizashi. I didn't even know bro had a name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Besides
crazy.
Mike guy. I don't even know.